Look, I know it was a loss. We lost to the Sixers, but I don't think it was a loss. Franz Wagner is legit. Franz Wagner is going to be one of the better two-way players in the league, okay? And you better put put a stamp on that. I know tonight you could say it wasn't super inefficient, but not only Franz Wagner, but Jalen Suggs is showing real development, okay? And it really has been amazing. First off, if we want to talk about Franz Wagner, this guy was hitting everything. Like Franz Wagner hit like this one corner three, which was the only three he hit. But besides that, he was hitting everything inside. Like he had so many jumpers in the paint. Like he's a very efficient scorer. Is what not very efficient. Let me take that back. He's not a very efficient scorer yet, but he's taking the shots that are high efficient shots. They're not always falling, but he's taking the right shots, either in the paint or the three. He really only had one mid ranger that was like that he made. I mean, he took multiple. He made one mid ranger that he really took. The rest of his shots were either 3-pointers or inside the paint, which is that's what you want. That's really what you want. And you could even say the same thing. Like, look, Franz Wagner really lit it up. He had 5 assists, 6 rebounds, showing that he's an all-around guy, okay? And I really think he's the most complete wing to come into the league since I, you know, I'm trying to think of someone that we could compare him to. I don't like comparing players to, but his skill set is I very much like it. And I could see him as a guy who is a secondary playmaker, grabbing 7 rebounds, maybe 4 or 5 assists a game with, 20 points a night type guy with a block and steal. And it's phenomenal how he moves up and down the court. I really like this lineup of Franz Wagner, Wendell Carter Jr., Mo Bamba, Jalen Suggs. And I wish they would move Gary Harris out and put RJ Hampton and just rock that. I really like that. What do you guys think of that? Would you guys like to see RJ Hampton right there and just, have Gary Harris and Terrence Ross off the bench? What do you guys think about that? Now, if we want to talk about my boy Jalen Suggs, look, Jalen Suggs, he's starting to figure it out slowly but surely. Like, this is a cat that he shot 1 3-pointer tonight, made it. I know he was 5 for 13, but he's starting to draw fouls. He's figuring out how to do that. I know he missed like 8 shots, but all of those were in the paint, okay? He made 4 shots in the paint, and he drew fouls, okay? He drew fouls and went to the line 8 times. Like, he's learning how to score in the NBA. And not only that, this is a guy who had 5 assists tonight, 1 steal. And if you're, like, looking at his last 10 games, like, in the last 9 games, he's slowly been turning it around. And I think this is just showing, like, Jalen Suggs is a good player. He's a good player. He's figuring it out. A little slower than you'd like, but he's 6'5", 205 pounds. He's perfect. And this is a Magic team that took the 76ers to the wire without, Cole Anthony out there. I mean, obviously Markelle Fultz and Jonathan Isaac aren't even there. So this is a good team that I think people are just, for some reason, not wanting to count, okay? Believing that they're not that good. And, like, even Mo Bamba had 6 blocks. Like, we could go out there and talk about Mo Bamba. He had 11 points, 17 rebounds. Like, even Mo Bamba is looking like the guy, okay? And my girlfriend just texted me, what do we want for dinner? What are you feeling? That's what you got to... And Mo Bamba, 6 blocks. And for the season, he's a guy who's averaging, like, about 2 blocks a game with a steal a game, looking like a really good defender. And I know for the season, he's shooting like 34% from 3 almost, which is actually like a career high. And he's actually having a career year, you could say. So Mo Bamba, and he's kind of playing a power forwards position. Am I wrong? Because they kind of running Wendell Carter at the center. And Wendell Carter, Mo Bamba, Franz Wagner, and Jalen Suggs. I mean, this is a good team. I think this is a team that people aren't really counting in. So I like the length. I think once Jonathan Isaac gets in there, holy crap. Like, imagine Franz Wagner, Jonathan Isaac, Mo Bamba, Wendell Carter Jr., and Jalen Suggs is like the starting lineup. That would be like freakishly long. Holy crap. Like, how would you score in the paint or even get a 3-point shot over that team? I guess you wouldn't. You wouldn't not be able to. I want to hear your thoughts, guys. Am I talking out my butt? I want to hear those thoughts down below in the comments section, but that's basically it for me. Yeah. What do you guys think? These Magic are kind of showing real development.